All right, so there's something here about you coming to this pivotal transition point in your life right now. By the way, if you haven't met me, hi, my name's Elliot. I am a psychic tarot reader. You might have seen me over on TikTok, trying to post a little bit more here on YouTube. Still not used to like the layout of it and everything, but that'll come with time. But anyway, there's this energy of you kind of being at a fork in the road right now. And you've already like made significant changes in the way that you move in life and the way that you think about life. You have done a lot of internal shadow work, you've done a lot of inner child healing, and you're very sure of yourself in a way that you never have been. You've kind of healed your fight or flight responses. You have healed a lot of your trauma responses. Your nervous system is at a level of calm and balance that you've probably never experienced before. But at the same time, all of this internal work that you've done, you're looking at your external world that you're living in, and you're noticing that your physical, has not caught up with the internal work that you've done. And Spirit, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, is really calling an energy right now to have you recognize that it is perfectly okay to be where you are right now. Okay, like sometimes when we're headed towards like a great destination, we forget all of the work that it took to get us to even in a place that's before the final destination, but like we just forget how far we've come, is what the universe is saying. And one of the best ways to get the external world to catch up with the internal work that you've done is to start remaining grateful, and is to start actively being grateful for where you at and what you have at this point in your journey, if that makes sense. There's also this sense of like you having this feeling that there's a bunch of things that you need to be doing, but it's to the point where you can't even start getting focused on just one thing because of how many things your brain is telling you that you need to do. And Spirit wants you to take a step back from the to-do list of your life right now and really realize that like if there's anything that's unlimited in this world, it's time, and that not everything has to be done right now, okay? And like it sounds cheesy and corny, but like you are exactly where you need to be to get to where you need to go. And so overthinking where you're at right now is not going to help you get to where you need to go any faster, okay? It's time to like accept where you're at, not only accept where you're at, but like embrace it and really get creative on how you can use the tools and resources that you have right now in order to get to where you want to go. Because there is a sense of you forgetting that like where you're at right now, even though it may be stressful, even though you might not have everything you think you need, where you're at right now, you used to wish and pray and manifest, whatever you want to call it, to be at the certain point that you're at right now. But part of you is like lacking gratitude for where you're at right now because your brain is so focused on the destination and it's forgetting about the journey. This part of your journey is so pivotal to where you're trying to go, and like you might feel like you need to speed things up right now and hustle right now, but remember the realizations that you've had on this journey up until this point, that it's not about rushed work, that it's not about hustling. It is about quality work. It is about doing inspired action when you feel called to. It's about following the guidance that you have received, okay? This might sound woo-woo, this might sound crazy to a lot of people, but for the people that this is resonating with, you know that you receive guidance at the right times. There have been situations that you have gotten yourself out of that you explain to people how you got out of them, and they either think you're lying, they think that you're delusional, but like you know in your heart that the only thing that has gotten you through certain things in your life was the clarity and the guidance from Spirit, or whoever your higher power spirit team is, whatever you want to call it, okay? And so for you to think right now that you're not going to receive that guidance again, it's not a belief that holds truth, okay? I think you're forgetting how divinely protected and taken care of you actually are. And there's also this message of you realizing now that you don't have to do things in such a rigid way. You can kind of let loose now, okay? You're allowed to try things in a different way. You are allowed to show up differently. It doesn't matter if people think that you're faking. You are allowed to grow and evolve. The right people will respect your growth and evolution, okay? And it's also time for you to completely release the way that you are being perceived by others. I feel like you've done this at certain points in your journey, but right now, certain people, certain thoughts are getting in your head of how you're showing up in the world, and your only concern right now of how you're showing up should be how you're showing up for yourself and how you're showing up for those that you love and those who love you right now, okay? Random people's opinions don't matter right now. There's also a message of you realizing that you don't need to put all your eggs in one basket right now, okay? You were created as a very multifaceted human being, and you were put here to do many things, many great things, Ace of Wands, many creative things. I do want to pull you a card real quick. Three of Pentacles is coming out. This is a card of collaboration with like-minded people, okay? If you're going to be worried about someone's opinion of you, it should be someone, not even worried about their opinion, but like your focus right now should be on like-minded people who want to build, who want to grow with you, okay? You might have noticed that these people are starting to find you in your current life right now. And if you haven't noticed that, be prepared for that. But like this thought that you're the only person in the world that thinks the way that you do needs to be eliminated. There are people that want to work with you, okay? You are going to be working with people towards something. Another reminder to literally slow down right now. You're going to find a lot more clarity in slowness and steadiness right now. This does not mean be lazy. People have probably called you lazy before. This is you right now being in a phase of your life where it's time to make calculated, educated, and wise decisions that align with where you're trying to go on this journey in your life. It's time for you to also release the idea of being unqualified for things, or thinking that you're not enough for certain things, or thinking that the field that you want to enter is too saturated for you to enter it. There's a reason why you have the desires to do the things that you want to do, and it's because the way that you do it is different than everyone else, okay? Your spirit, your soul feels a yearning to do certain things because that thing that you're not doing, that thing that you want to do, you are the only person that can do it that way. So there's this message of you really realizing that creativity is actually a beautiful thing. Maybe your creativity wasn't very embraced in your childhood, but this is where we talk about the inner child work that you've done. You are allowing your younger self, your inner child, to show up in your current life right now in a creative way. Okay, continue doing this right now. I do want to pull another tarot card. We got the Six of Wands, and then literally we have the Wheel of Fortune after that Six of Wands sitting at the bottom of my deck, okay? This is a card of victory. This is a card of the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, turning the wheel in your favor towards fortune, towards abundance, towards success, okay? These are two very successful cards. So it's like the things that you're doing are leading you to success, but it's important for you to realize that you are already successful, regardless of what your bank account looks like, regardless of anything, regardless of how many friends you have, regardless of how negative you may feel right now. Honor those emotions, but at the same time, give yourself some credit for getting yourself this far. Because there's many times where you could have given up. And also I'm hearing this message of there are so many people that counted you out so long ago. And part of your path is showing these people the power of never giving up on yourself, okay? Your story is going to be one from rags to riches, okay? Because you never gave up faith. We have Six of Pentacles. I'm not even shuffling cards. I'm just pulling them off the top of my deck. Six of Pentacles and Justice. I'm not saying overnight, but I am saying part of your justice in this life is being able to have such an abundance of resources that you can share with those in need, because you're someone that can be trusted with that. So it's really time for you to trust in divine timing right now, and know that if you truly need something, it's going to be given to you, and it's already on its way to you, okay? But yeah, they're saying leave this one at that right now. I'm glad I finally got to record a horizontal video for the YouTube. If something in this message resonated with you, don't hesitate to reach out to me. If you want a personal reading, we can figure something out. Or you guys can, if you prefer TikTok, you can go follow me on there. It's at Elliott Tarot is my only account. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching. If you watched this far, and remember that you are loved and you got this. And no matter what, let's keep going.